All right, so a blast from the Christmas past. We all have so many memories when it comes to Christmas in Jamaica back in the day. And this morning, actress Rosie Murray is sharing with us what she loved as a child and what she is enjoying now. Good morning, Rosie.
Morning, Rosie.
Good morning, Simone. Morning,
I
Dahlia.
feel like it's been ages.
Listen, man, with this a whole COVID something, it feels like a century, don't
I
it?
know, but even before
Who
COVID, it's a long time we doesn't saw you.
who knows that we would be meeting like this?
Imagine. Tell us
But
first
it
how,
feels good to get up and dress up, you know. It feels good to get up and
even
dress
if
up,
you're
even
not
if I'm
going
going to be.
far. Rosie, how have you
Thank
been?
you.
Catch us up.
You know? So listen, Christmas Day, you were just saying that you didn't know anything about the cakes. Well, see one right here, so the slice of life cake.
You've been
You saw
baking.
it, look? Yes, darling.
You didn't
Dale,
know
I know
Rosie was
about
a
it
bake.
though, don't it, Dale?
Correct. She's a bakis.
Are you didn't tell me?
Yes, man. And this is coming from way back when in the past because my mother was a home economics teacher and I was always kind of passing around her in the kitchen, you know. As a child, you do things like them time we never have no mixer, you know, it's hand mix out the butter and the sugar. And for the chalaza to come out of the egg, is you have to do it too.
For the what?
So
For the what, Rosie?
the chalaza, the egg eye, you know, egg eye? Simone,
Eh?
that time I saying for the egg of eye.
What is the egg idea? Tell me now.
Well, on there.
Am I the only one who doesn't know
Simone,
what an egg
you
eye
shame,
is?
though.
I didn't know it was called
Eh?
shalaza.
What is
Yes,
the eye of
ma'am.
the egg?
It's in the little yolk part. You have to look for
Yes,
it. Take it out.
Inside of the yellow
yes.
part? Have another
That is
part
the
named
part
the
that
eye?
make it taste raw. It make it taste raw.
You see, Rosie, you
So
don't even
you
know
have
that
to
was
kind
just
of
a test. I was just checking if you knew.
No, but Christmas as a child was something else. Let me tell you, if you lived outside of Kingston, the first thing that you look out for is the Christmas work, you know? Because from about November, you hear the people them talking about Christmas work. And
Yeah.
let me tell you something, in the rural areas, Christmas work meant that there was no bush nowhere, tree trim, all roadside cut down, and then the whitewashing would start, the whitewashing of the trees and the stones and so on. So, you know, inside of your house would feel really, really bad if you didn't do something for your house. You know what I mean? Now, traditionally or in other places, I talk about spring cleaning. Well, the spring cleaning kind of happen at Christmas time in Jamaica most times because this is when all of the old something them fling out, all of the buckle them start collect for carry go to depot because you know you're going to carry a whole heap of buckle and come back with drinks and beer and stout. You know, stout. Talking about stout. No, that's the only time that you got to taste alcohol in my household because Daddy would make the rum punch. I mean, till it's a Christmas morning, you can't wait because that is the first thing before the ackee and saltfish and breadfruit, you know, the egg punch with the stout. So you would get off to a very kind of
Spirited start.
yes, a nice little integrated start.
Okay,
No,
so
I tell
Christmas morning breakfast was the ackee and the sawfish,
Aki, Aki saltfish,
roast breadfruit,
breadfruit, yes,
chocolate
and
tea. Talk to me about the chocolate tea now.
the chocolate tea with the aisle on top that you have to make sure say it don't burn you.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
And even a piece of cornmeal poured upon the side, you know, for the breakfast. That had to be in there somewhere. Some kind of pudding something had to be in there as well. Fried platin. Roast breadfruit, ackee and saltfish, and maybe 2 slices of ham even. And then talking about ham now, you see the animals them about November, because remember I said from January, you know, the suckling put
Pig.
on. Yeah, the suckling put on for kill. And me say the mother about November start getting miserable, you know, because she knows say come couple day before Christmas, our baby gone. And the goat too. And the goat too, because people would sit on and say, I don't want them to eat for Christmas.
No, Rosie. Yeah, all the
Remember,
vegans just went
No,
Oh.
I know about the vegans, but I'm just talking about like my days back
But
in the
some of the
day.
meat eaters too, because I actually felt a pang of guilt a while ago.
Seriously, there are children who went through psychological changes at Christmas because all year round, them feeding them goat and them go look good food and everything, and then them probably go run a little errand, and when them come back, them smell manish water or them smell the curry, and it's like, so, oh wait, seriously, what
We
is so
bump bump.
started
We bump bump.
with the bump there? Yes.
What
And
is in the pot?
enough people out there can identify with that. A whole heap of children were scarred because of that tradition.
What about gongo? Gongo was a big thing too?
Yes, man, gongo peas, and you had to shell it. No, you had to first of all pick the gongo, and then you had to go shell it.
Yeah.
And then the sorrel as well. You have to pick the sorrel. I mean, till they say sorrel scratching up. Me say the sorrel scratchy, scratch, but tail. But this was all part of the process as a child. You know that yes, the gongo have to pick, and then you have to shell it, and the sorrel have to pick, and then you have to shell it. Yes. Another thing that you look forward to now is the baking, because as children, you know you help mother to do X and Y and Z, right? But you know what you wait on the spoon, the wooden spoon. Let me tell you something, Simone. And no fight bust, you know. No fight bust. And for all of the folks who don't understand what I'm talking about, we're talking about the flavor of the batter on the spoon.
Yes, and licking
Okay.
that
And
spoon.
it have a different taste than the wooden spoon.
Yes, man, you can't use metal spoon. Me have one old wooden spoon. I mean, know is how much years me have it. I think it's coming from my mother actually, and that is what I used to mix my Christmas cake them every year.
We have to go, Rosie, but I wanted to mention the John Connor before you go.
The John Kuno, yes. No, as a child, this was a kind of like a high moment and a low moment because you're afraid, you know, especially the devil, yes, and the belly woman and the donkey and so on. But this was something that was, you know, in any village, John Kuno, from you hear the fifi come down the road, you know, it's time for the thrill, but it's also time for the fair. And that is just something that I just used to blow my mind as a kid, you know. Now, these days, it is really about just sharing the baking and the memories because, of course, you know, mommy and daddy gone. So you have all of those memories. And being the first child and only girl, I was responsible for the cooking, the burger cooking. I mean, talk about everything. I talk about the roast, the chicken, the ham, the cake, the potato salad, the macaroni and cheese, the rice and peas, the manish water, all of that.
Big spread.
And yes, but guess what? No, it is just that whole feeling of togetherness, which, I mean, it's not that you don't do it with your family now, but back in the day as a child, you know, the cousins come around, the aunties, the grandmother was around too, and just that wholesome feeling. And of course, the dress up to go to church. Yes, because church was an integral part of Christmas. That is what it really was all about. And so, you know, see, I put on the finest, and it's mostly red and white thing that won. You know what I mean? And church over Christmas was always something else because usually you have the play with the children, and guess who would I play? Guess which role I would get to play? Can anybody guess?
I'm gonna say you were Mary's cousin.
You know, that's why I like Kuno, you know. Me like Kuno. Yes, man, Mary. Or no, a couple of times I got to play a wise man
Oh,
with a fake beard.
ironic.
With a fake beard and everything.
Oh, wow. All right, Rosie. That's a slice of Christmas life from
Yes,
Miss
ma'am.
Slice of Life herself, actress Rosie Murray. Always great talking to you, Rosie. Enjoy the season.
You do too, and please stay safe, please.
Yes, we too.
2021, I'm going to Bono 2020. I'm going to bring in 2021 because it's going to be a great year.
All right, my love. There you go. As I like to say, 2020 now done pan empty. All right, actress Rosie Murray. Up next, new strain of virus in the UK. Talking some COVID after this. Please stay with us.